Thank you for meeting with me today. My name is Koster. I'm just here applying for your internship. And so what I want to kind of go over is what I'm going to talk about. I want to start with who I am, what I've accomplished, the skills that I bring to the table, challenges that I'm working on, kind of my values and my goals, and then how I plan to accomplish those goals. And then we're going to finish with some questions. So, who am I? My name is Tanner Koster. I grew up in Oregon. I grew up on the coast, and so I'm really used to going to the beach, and I really enjoy playing golf. I think a lot of that and where I grew up and how I grew up really taught me how to value, how to relax, but also precision. And then after I left Oregon, I moved here to Utah. I am currently going to Utah Valley University in hopes of getting my bachelor's degree in marketing. And hopefully along the way, I will be able to kind of learn some skills that equip me for a solid foundation for what I'm looking to do in my career. This is kind of what I've accomplished so far in my life and in my career. So I worked briefly as a broadcast news producer at Utah Valley University. And in that time, over a 2 years period of time, I was able to see the subscriptions of our YouTube channel grow 152.8%. And this kind of graph kind of shows where I kind of jumped in around here, number 7, somewhere between 6 and 7. And then by the time I left, it was kind of by the 8 and 9 in that area. And so over the 2 years of just working and producing videos, I was able to see a growth in subscriptions. And then also at the same time, I was the vice president of the UVU Banking and Finance Club. And I just kind of helped work on events, and I marketed a lot of the events that we did, as well as just the club in general. And at my time there, I was able to work on 3 large events for the club. And I was able to do 3 of those over the course of 9 months when I worked there, as well as I increased club event participation by 116%. And kind of what that could look like is just participating in the regular weekly meetings, or even just those events, those big events, those 3 events. We were able to see a very large jump from previous years to the year that I worked there. And this graph can kind of demonstrate what that kind of looked like as well. And so I have some skills that I'd also like to talk about. I think that these 4 skills kind of are my biggest strengths that I can bring to the table. And so my first skill is just creative content development. And so what I think that looks like for me is when I worked for the Review as a broadcast producer, I was able to really work with a team, work with a lot of people. I was able to work in that I did and worked for over 20 videos there at the UV Review. And so I think creating content is really something that I've been able to master while doing that. Next, I would say just technical proficiency. When I worked for the Review, we used a lot of software like Adobe or Microsoft. And so at that time, I was able to really work on and build a connection with that software. And so that's kind of what I bring to the table when it comes to technical proficiency. And then project management. I was able to, like I said earlier, I worked with the UVU Banking and Finance Club, marketing events. And so not only did I market those, but I also helped just plan those in general, make calls, organize people, stuff like that. And so I was able to really work on those projects, but also I worked on large projects as well with the UV Review. And then I would say creative thinking and problem solving. I think anytime you work on creating videos, like content for a channel, or even just setting up and marketing events, it takes a lot of creativity and solving problems in order to do that. And so over the course of my experiences, I've been able to really work on that when it comes to filming and editing videos, as well as just planning and marketing events. So these, I would say, are the challenges that I face. And I kind of go over challenges that I face, but also the ways that I would like to accomplish those challenges and get over those challenges. And so my first challenge would just be leadership and team management. Right now, the position that I'm applying for has a leadership. It's kind of has opportunities for leadership. And so my tactic for overcoming that challenge is just working to strengthen that leadership experience. So always looking for opportunities to strengthen my leadership, my ability to lead others. My next challenge that I'm looking to overgo is project management skills. So like I said, this internship has a lot of that as well with just running projects. I think just what I could do is work in projects and really understand software, marketing software like Trello, Asana or Monday.com. just working on that can help me hopefully work with projects and manage when I do that and how I do that. My last one would just be event planning and management. So this position also has a lot of planning and curating events. I would just say volunteering to host and run the events on campus. That's something that I would like to do to help me build up this skill so that that's no longer really much of a challenge for me anymore. Vision and goals. So I just listed off 3 goals, things that I see myself doing in the future, but also things that I want to accomplish, goals that I have for myself. This first one is just, I envision a career marketing as a marketing leader, making lasting impact and brand loyalty and fan engagement for collegiate and professional sports organizations. That's kind of my goal, is to work with sports. That's what I'd like to do one day, whether that's collegiate or in a professional organization. Next, I'd say that I aim to advance skills in digital marketing and data analytics and achieving roles with increasing responsibility. That way I can kind of continue to build my leadership skills, my ability to lead others. This next one, this last one is this opportunity offers experience and brand promotion. And so that's something that I'd like to see myself doing in the future, just promoting brands. And I've seen a little bit of that working with the UV Review and just promoting the school's brand as a news organization. And so these are just the 3 things I'd like to do. I'd like to work for sports organization somewhere. I'd like to be kind of in digital marketing or data analytics somewhere. And I'd like to lead others and have more exposure to like top tier campaigns and understanding how that looks. So I have strategies here that I wrote out. And so these is kind of things that I want to do starting today to be the best fit, the best candidate for future roles. And so first I just have that I'll take classes and find online courses in digital marketing and data analytics. So my goal to work on data analytics or digital marketing, I'm now assessing how I want to go about achieving that. And so I want to do that because I want to develop expertise in digital marketing and analytics, and this will set me up for roles where I can really make an impact in fan engagement strategies. And the second one that I have is connecting with people in the sports marketing, whether that's at events or LinkedIn. Those are opportunities for me to really communicate and meet people that are professionals in that organization or in that field already as it is. And with that, I hopefully will be able to keep up to date with marketing trends and things that I can continue to grow on to become a better candidate in the future. And this third one is that I'll look for internships, and I would also look for volunteering opportunities where I can work on brand promotion or fan engagement. And this would be gaining real world experience, which is super valuable and super important. And just anytime you can work in a real world experience, it allows you to grow and learn and become more qualified for the next position that you're looking for. And so now I just have some questions for you. And I have 2 questions that I'd like to ask. And my first question is, what kind of projects would I be able to work on here? And what would my role look like as a part of those projects? And so that's my first question. My second question is, what would my day look like right now if I were to start this job today? And so I have those 2 questions, and I look forward to your responses to those questions. Thank you for your time.